SAFM, South Africa's news and information leader.
ANC Youth League shelves plans for major march and concern raised over appointment process of new Chief Justice. Good evening. The ANC Youth League has abandoned plans to march to key centres of economic power during its 65th birthday celebrations. Spokesperson Magdalene Munsami says the focus will be on the League's political programme and birthday celebrations. Last month, the League called on all provinces to march to key centres of the economy as part of its Economic Freedom in Our Lifetime campaign. The centres included the Johannesburg Stock Exchange, Chamber of Mines, Agri-SA and the Union Buildings. The DA's raised concerns over what it terms the defective appointment process of Justice Mogoeng as new Chief Justice. President Jacob Zuma announced his appointment today. DA spokesperson Priya Reddy says Zuma ignored objections.
We are deeply concerned that the President did not engage in appropriate consultation. He didn't take into consideration objections that were voiced by political parties, civil society organizations, and even the legal fraternity. We're equally concerned that the JSC turned down our proposal to interview more than one candidate. So we are currently considering the implications of what we consider to be a defective process.
The IFP has expressed disappointment while the ACDP welcomed the move. The FF Plus expressed some reservation but said it would accept his appointment. COPE and the UDM congratulated Mogoeng on his new position. Well, COSATU says it will also accept the appointment. One of the concerns raised by COSATU was that Justice Mogoeng had failed to adequately respond to concerns on violence against women and gender issues. COSATU's General Secretary, Zwelithini Vavi.
When the history books are written, it will be recorded that COSATU, the workers' movement in South Africa, stood on the side of those who pointed out as a matter of principle that these statements that were made against women were going through a hell of a rape should have not been made at all by any court, and worst of all by somebody who came to be committed to transformation.
The KwaZulu-Natal government has come under fire for underspending on grants for programs including HIV/AIDS and hospital revitalization by over 636 million rand. The funds could be returned to the Treasury. The province's 2010-2011 budget performance report was tabled in the provincial parliament at Pietermaritzburg today. Chairperson of the Finance Portfolio Committee is Belinda Scott.
I think that our greatest concern during our hearings was the Department of Health. And this time not for its over-expenditure, but for its under-expenditure. The hospital revite grant under-expenditure, we are actually going to be losing it. And from what we heard is that we're going to lose about 200-odd million, and we're going to get that this year as an allocation, so therefore we're not getting an additional allocation for hospital revite because this province is indicating an inability to spend.
A court in Paris has found British fashion designer John Galliano guilty of making anti-Semitic slurs, handing him a suspended fine of 60,000 rand. The BBC's Christian Fraser has that story.
In a Paris bar and on camera, John Galliano was heard glorifying the Holocaust. In a separate incident in March, he told one woman she had a dirty Jewish face. In short, a pattern of drunken, abusive behaviour that cost him his career. In July, he told the court he was addicted to alcohol, Valium and sleeping pills, a cocktail that rendered him practically incoherent. He denied he was anti-Semitic and apologised profusely for his behaviour. In mitigation, he said he'd sought therapy in the United States and Switzerland.
The top story, the ANC Youth League has abandoned plans to march to key centres of economic power during its 65th birthday celebrations. SAFM News.